You hear me, Spike?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think I'm passing Miss Ott's house out here.
Who?
Mrs. Ott live out here in Myrtle Beach. I'm in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I'm heading
Oh,
back to Pensacola, but they live out here in this country here, she said, on all these farmlands out here where I'm at. So, a lot of farmland out here.
you say
Right,
niche? You say sister?
Nish. Yeah, Nish. Yeah, her aunts live out in this
Oh,
area.
I can hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah. Her aunts live out in this area. So I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You know, you can Google Myrtle Beach, Google Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So I'm leaving Myrtle Beach, and it is a lot of farmland out here.
But I think niche.
Huh?
I'm saying I think niche is in North Carolina, in Seattle. I'm not sure where she is at. But I don't think
Yeah,
she's.
she's in
I think
Seattle.
she's in
Yeah, she's in Seattle. I didn't say she's here. I said her aunts live out here in this part of South Carolina. Her aunts live out here by
Okay, let me
Myrtle
see it on.
Beach, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. MYTLEBEACCH, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Let me see some of the images that pop up on Myrtle Beach, California.
No, South Carolina, not California. South Carolina.
Carolina. I confused the two. It's Carolina, not California. I see the images. This is Myrtle Beach, Carolina, South Carolina,
Yeah,
and
South Carolina.
it seems like these are some wonderful beaches here. But these are just the
Yeah,
videos. These are just photos. These are just the photos of the beach itself. I do
yeah,
not see
yeah,
the place beyond.
yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah. You just have to regular the beaches and stuff. Yeah, on the outskirts of
Mm,
the beach, they got a lot of farmland out here. I'm going to the
mm,
farmland. I just left the beach area,
mm,
heading back to Pensacola,
mm.
and they got somebody growing corn out here. I don't know what the hell that shit is. That's corn, right? I know that's maize right there. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
bunch of maize. I don't
Mm.
know what that shit is growing. We gotta get the farm. I told my brother yesterday we getting this farmland in Kenya. God damn it, we gonna get some
Mm.
damn chicken. His coon ass start laughing.
What did he say?
Chicken.
What did he say? He will
He's
walk it
laughing.
down.
He's talking about chicken in Africa. Fuck that. Cause I know he was in Myrtle Beach 2 days before I got here. He had just left on the 7th. He was down here doing his golfing with his white buddies and shit. So he asked where was I at? I said, I'm in Myrtle Beach. He said, I just left. I said, I thought you were there last week. No, I was there a week, man. I stayed at the Hilton, me and the family. I did some golfing. We left on the 7th. Went back to New Jersey. Okay. Said, man, I'm going to get some farmland in Kenya. He said, farmland in Kenya? So, yeah, man, I'm going to get some chicken and some eggs and some organic stuff I probably sell to the damn hotels and resorts there and some people. Yeah, whatever, man.
I remember. You remember sometimes back I was telling us about the balance of trade between African countries and the UK, and I was saying I think the UK has to import chicken. I think either to Botswana or Namibia. I cannot remember the country where they were importing the chicken to. It was either Botswana or Namibia. And I was just wondering, why does Botswana or Namibia has to import any chicken from the UK?
because
That
they're a British colony, and as part of the Commonwealth to take those chickens that are goddamn hybrid made, that are not real chickens, that are GMO chickens. That's part of the deal. That's why. Exactly. Why would you do it? You can grow your own organic chickens right there in Botswana and Namibia. Exactly. Why would you do it? Because those are the deals. Those are deals that make white people rich and impoverish Africans. That's why. That's why they do it. Right? It's called the WTO, the World Trade Organization, that only works for white people. That's why they made that shit. Go ahead.
I agree with you, and I don't know how long. Maybe Sister Nish might tell us how long ago she was in Carolina. I don't know whether
she was up here a couple of years ago. I just told she called me. I told her I was in Myrtle Beach. I forgot her aunt was in. She told me a few times her aunt lived up here in Myrtle Beach. I forgot. And yeah, she ain't been here in a couple of years. She said that she hasn't visited Myrtle Beach in a couple of years. It's a big vacation spot. It's packed. It was hard as hell to get out of there. People come down from the north, from like my brother living in New Jersey, people from Pennsylvania, Maryland, come down to Myrtle Beach for the summer. Go to the beach, it's crowded as shit. It's a resort town.
I do believe it actually gets people, some time to also maybe just breathe and see what's going on with it. But nonetheless, there has been something going on, and I want to share this. I think Azima just brought it up on the chat, and I found this to be really funny, and I found it also to be dumb to the extent that I just have to share a little bit over this. I'll not make a lot of comments on this. These are some brothers. I think they were the Cash Money brothers. Mark Main. Was it Mark Main? There was the Cash Money brothers that have been said to now have
back your ass up for the shot. Is that back your ass up?
I just saw it a second
back that ass up for the shot or some shit. I haven't seen it yet.
I just saw it a second ago, and it's really disturbing and dumb. But I will not talk much on it.
Hey, they always use some Negroes to push their propaganda. That's what they do.
So they already have their check. They already have their check to drive, the other people off the cliff, and this is what is going on. A little bit over these.
Juvenile is known for his hit song "Back That Thing Out," one of my favorites. Now he's joining forces.
One of my favorites. I'm flat. You phony ass broad.
That's the only song on our playlist. That's the only song on our playlist. It's our favorite.
Rap legend Juvenile is known for his hit song "Back That Thing Out," one of my favorites. Now he's joining forces with another hometown talent to encourage people to get it.
Yeah, it's only 22 years ago with that goofy shit. Get out of here.
Song "Back That Thing Out," one of my favorites. Now he's joining forces with another hometown talent.
22 years old. Get out of here with that shit.
Get it straight, Chad. Girl, you look good. Want your facts that thing up. You's a handsome young brother. Want your facts that thing up.
That's how you know this nigga's broke. He gotta do cool shit like this.
He's trying to pay his mortgage, or maybe trying to get back on the scene again, and the only way
he ain't gonna get back on the scene. He washed up, but that's what it is. That's the thing. This disappear on black people. This is ignorant shit. Like this, what you call disrespectful. Black people look at this, they're gonna get the shot. Back that thing out. Won't you back your ass up and get the shot now? This is some disrespectful coon ass shit. That's how washed up this nigga
is. I think we might also see some of the other broker comedians or artists also doing the Vax tour. They will do the Vax That Thing Up tour, and when they're having the tour bus, that would also be used as a vaccination station.
I think I just went past Mrs. Aunt's house. Get your ass out there and farm that land, damn it. out here fucking around, lollygagging.
You will find all sorts of.
Traffic is terrible. Traffic is terrible in Myrtle Beach, man. Everybody named Mama down here. I didn't know my brother. I didn't know my coon ass brother was here. That shit was funny. He said, "Man, where you at?" I said, "Man, I'm got to do Myrtle Beach. Look at some land survey over here." "Oh man, I just left Myrtle Beach, golfing and stuff." "All right, your coon ass." Had the family, me and the family at the Hilton. Look at this goofy Negro right here. Back that ass. What's it called? Back the shot up? What's it called, Spot? Like,
it's Vox that thing up. It used to be Buck that thing up, but now it's
back
Vox.
that thing up. I'm washed up. Back that thing up. I'm washed up. Like that's gonna mean some song from 22 years ago. You don't get your broken down, washed up ass out of here.
What happened to Cash Money? This is what happened to Cash Money. I think it was a part of that Cash Money, Young Money. I think Cash Money, a group with what do you call him, Baby Batman, and they used to be on the same group with Batman, if I'm not mistaken. But it's crazy. It's just sad. It's really, really sad and down.
Girl, you look good, want your facts that thing up. You a handsome young brother, want your facts that thing up.
He's making it rain with vaccine talk.
Hey, look at this.
Manny Fresh and me, ex-Joy Juvenile remix.
When he did it 20 years ago, it was offensive. 20 years ago, it was offensive. Oh, look at this nigga talking about back that ass up. It's offensive now. It's, oh, look at him. He's so cool. Talking about back that ass up. Look at him. He's doing the most. You don't get your crazy ass out of here. 22 years ago, it was offensive. He's disrespecting women, telling them to back their asses up. You disrespectful bastard, you. Now, oh, look how great he is talking about back that ass up. He's such an awesome guy. He ain't had a hit in 20 years. But hell, what the hell?
They would put the numbers up, and she says instead of throwing the money, you know how they the money, they throw the money. He's throwing the Vox cards, the vaccine cards,
this Negro haven't had a hit literally in 20 years.
This is a major comeback. This is his major. This is his major.
Go get my new song, back that ass up. It's hot. It's hot. Don't you understand? It's hot.
It's the newest thing. It's the newest thing on the chart.
Newest thing.
Juvenile said the song is his way of doing something positive for his people. The dating app's head of marketing said he hopes the song will encourage the young audience.
It ain't them doing that. They told his cool ass, you want some money? We know you broke and you ain't got no damn money. We'll pay some money to be a goddamn coon, nigga. Okay. I had a song in 20 years, shit. How's a Negro gonna be called juvenile and he's 50 years old? How you still juvenile and you 50?
But you know, they in the same way they have called Baby, this guy who calls himself what is his name? The guy who went on the guy who went on the Breakfast Club and across the chaos, the havoc. What do you call him? Badman. Yeah, that is Badman. They also call him Baby. And now these are the young artists that also do call themselves Lil Baby, that Baby, this Baby.
Manny Fresh, yeah, they all babies, Manny. I don't know. How you gonna be juvenile? You 50 years old. That's what I'm asking you, Spike.
It doesn't make sense one bit. It doesn't make any sense one bit. But you will find some people saying that's a new record. That's a new hot record, and you will find people, you know, in their messed up mind.
Back that ass up. Yeah.
Sister Asha Walker, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast.
People can find us over here. At least they can find us. Go ahead.
It's difficult for anyone to find us on these.
We're going to do all radio.
No.
Go ahead, Spike. Sorry, go ahead.
Sister Asha Walker, you saying pass it up, y'all, please. And none of us is actually doing none of that to vaccine it up. And I had let him hang down. Says I had they giving a free casket when you get the shot now. They probably doing that. Someone was asking yesterday why live to be why live to get old where you can just get it and just die. And let him hang down. You saying a peace spikes and a keep. Peace to you too. You're saying Black family, peace, and also Sister Nish, you're saying peace family, good vibes. And we were mentioning about your place, Sister Nish. I don't know how long you have been there, but Keith says that he is in.
Her aunt live out here in Myrtle Beach area. I've gone through the back way to get the hell out of here, to jump on 95 and make my way back down to Florida. It's crowded as hell. Man, these people love this Myrtle Beach shit. Man, goddamn. There's 1,000 people trying to get into Myrtle Beach. This shit crazy. Trying to get it. But you're right, there's a lot of farmland as soon as you go out of it. I know there's much farmland out here. I'm in the backwoods. I'm surprised I still got internet. I'm in the backwoods, damn it. Nice out here. Everybody used to beating with the slade. Hey, nigga. Oh no, master. Oh no. Master, please. Please don't beat me out here in South Carolina.
Has the land been good use, or is it just laying like that? Probably, maybe.
Oh no, ain't no empty land out here. You got a lot of maize. So I don't know plants that good. I know I've seen a lot of maize. I know they grew maize over here. I seen maize, and I seen usually a lot of cotton and shit. I see I see a lot of farm stuff. I don't know what that shit is. Goddamn vegetables growing. That's all I know. A bunch of vegetables growing out here.
And
I'm in the backwoods. A lot of Negroes in these we call these trailer homes. A lot of people in trailer homes. Their car costs more than their home. His pastor brother on his riding lawnmower. Look, he riding, cutting his yard. A lot of trailer homes where I'm at right now. Negroes with the big rims. You know how Negroes do all kind of ignorant shit. Everybody's got a big rim car and a trailer. The car costs more than the goddamn house. Shit crazy.
But that's how I think that sort of what can I say? It actually helps them feel like helps Black people really. What can I call it? It's like they want to cover up for what is being missed in other areas, because it makes them feel much better, and it also builds up the esteem. Builds up how they makes them feel much better. I do believe that is why people might find them buying expensive chains, buying expensive cars, buying these other things, because they want to also cover up for something that they might not have in other areas, which is really maybe the freedom, all the esteem that comes also from also owning other things. I do believe maybe that is why people might want to buy these expensive cars that cost more than their houses, or cost more than other things, and prioritize on the wrong things. The same thing happens in Africa. You'll find people prioritizing on the wrong things, whereas the things that would actually matter and bring them wealth, they will not really focus on that. The car is depreciating every other day. You're using that particular car, the value goes down, but the cost of things like a house or a land, that will not be going down at any time. But it happens also right here in Africa. You'll find the same thing happening. Let them hang in, you say now, and when you get the second dose, you get a plot and a headstone. That is a bonus you do get for getting your second. Now I understand. Let them hang down. They are talking about the third dose. They're talking about also adding now another third dose. And I don't know, we'll not be getting into that, but I want to share with us some updates are coming all the way from Canada. It seems like we were talking about global warming for a time, but the reality is now on the ground, and we do hear of people losing their lives. About 60 people have lost their lives. This is from a heat wave in the North Pacific, and the Northwest as a region is now be said to be confronting a new feature, and this is what has been happening with
LaGuardia Airport and nearby Newark.
It's extremely hot, and I'm working in this crazy weather.
Tonight, that dangerous heat melting the Big Apple. Record highs at LaGuardia Airport and nearby Newark.
It's extremely hot, and I'm working in this crazy weather, and I can't take it.
New Yorkers told not to crank the AC. This emergency alert going out. Officials warning power outages could be on the way.
We don't want another blackout.
On the street, workers pushing through that intense heat wave with little relief.
How do you beat the heat? Are you just drinking water, trying to stay cool?
Yeah, a little water, a little fan, a little bit of windows or something.
11 states under heat alerts on the East Coast. Boston hitting a record today. Firefighters there battling intense flames and temperatures, leading them to rescue some of their own. In Oregon, officials received reports of 63 deaths that may be heat-related, 45 in just one county. And in Washington state, NBC News has confirmed at least 6 deaths tied to the heat. And throughout the U.S., scorching triple-digit heat over several days, leading to real fears of heat exhaustion.
So day 3 versus day 1 of a heat wave, you're at much more risk because your body has not gotten the breaks it normally gets.
Lester, the good news, relief should be on the way. Our weather team tells me that the heat that's been hammering the Northeast will cool off starting tomorrow into the holiday break, but conditions will persist in the Pacific Northwest.
And I think maybe in the next few years, we might also be hearing of more deaths and, people.
Neighbors say it happened in an instant.
Cannot really take the heat also coming. And I do believe this has to do with the rise in the temperatures in the Earth's atmosphere. And I do not see them decreasing as we continue, going back to the bigger sun. You will find that the temperatures really getting to increase, and perhaps more people getting to lose their lives. And what I do know for sure is that these will also take out many of these beasts as well. You will find many of them not being able to withstand these rising temperatures because it's getting really, really hot at the end of the day. Shepherd Simono, thank you so much for joining us. You saying is juvenile broke? Sorry, that was General Muskiri. You're asking is juvenile broke again, and you're saying Susan says that of course, and since 1999. I do not remember when he made his last record, so I wouldn't really say but I'm not sure when he really made his last record. But I am sure for a fact that he is not making any money. He has not been on any tours. He has not been able to make any money at the end of the day because he has gone out and there is no one really showing him any attention or any interest in the industry. And that is why he has decided to come back again and do this.
I'm back up, damn it. Out here in the country, Spike. By the country, I'm back up. Damn it. Go ahead.
I don't know if it's a connectivity. I don't know.
Yeah, Nish is always trying to get me. I had to hit him with an uppercut and a 2-piece chicken dinner. Spike, get your ass out of here. Get out of here. You tell Nishy to come see us. She ain't seen us no good ass. She ain't seen us in 2 years. Tell her get her no good ass out of here. Go ahead, Spike.
She actually moved, and she might not be coming around again. Maybe she wants to also,
acting like she don't know nobody no more.
in Seattle, but also about the rise in the temperatures on the Earth's atmosphere. That is what I was talking about. I don't know if you also like to share your 2 cents on this. I understand that in the Pacific Northwest. There has been 60 dead people because of the rising temperatures, and I was saying,
in the Northwest, you got fires and stuff they're not used to up there in the Northwest, the heat. I didn't know most places in Michigan told me they don't have air conditioning. They usually don't have air conditioning in the houses. Out in Florida, you couldn't be in Florida without no AC. Man, I die in my house without no air conditioning. I passed out from a heat stroke. Shit. No way I can survive without no air conditioning in Florida.
60 people, over 60 people have been said to have died from the heat wave, like I was saying earlier. But I know the temperatures will continue increasing on the Earth's atmosphere, and eventually most of these crackers will not be able to even withstand the temperatures.
Yeah. I know they got mass fires north of Mission, G-Man, up there in British Columbia. They got the fires, and they got a bunch of fires happening, like just north of them across the border in Canada and British Columbia. They got fires everywhere because of the heat up there. A lot of forests is burning up in British Columbia, Canada. Up there with George, with George God, nutty ass.
And KW Don as well. I think KW Don is also.
I don't think KW Don doesn't live in Columbia. He does live in British Columbia. I think KW Don lives in Eastern Canada. He lives over like in Toronto.
And that is yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Mike.
No, I'm saying that is the problem that they are facing right now, and it might be much difficult even in the future. The way I see it, the temperatures might not be coming back. It seems like it will be a progressive,
Oh, yeah,
a
a
progressive
lot of
kind.
damn trailer homes out this motherfucker. God damn. This trailer home central out here. Shit. Damn.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on there, kid.
I'm passing trailer homes, Mike. That's what's going on. Pay attention, damn it.
And moving away from that, I wanted to go into more matters on what is happening in other different in other different parts. We have heard about a situation where there was a killing of one particular man, a Houston woman with the ties to the family who owns the family the family that gets to own San Antonio Spurs, has really trying to get escape from escape from her crimes, and she is not yet facing charges for shooting a black man she was allegedly in a relationship with. It's like
hold on, what happened?
it's a Houston. There's a Houston cave beast who has ties to the family of the family who owns San Antonio Spurs.
Okay.
He is not yet facing any charges for shooting a black man that she was involved with. Sometimes we would like to be empathetic or sympathetic with some of these individuals that want to sleep with the beast. But when the beast gets to kill them, mother, these are brothers. Now we have to also, sort of now look into the case. But the problem is this particular woman has not been, she has not yet faced any charges. And you can see her here. Her name is Wesley Jermaine. Her name is Ashley Sykes. She did shoot Wesley Jermaine Gobert.
God damn, that's an ugly white woman. They be having the most ugliest white women. God damn.
So these blonde right here did shoot these guys. His name is Wesley Jermaine Gobert. But because she has connections in high places, quote unquote high places, they will not. She has not been. She has not been
charged. Yeah, but they get no plastic surgery. Shit.
According to Dick Gegrin, an attorney for sex, the woman was protecting herself when she shot Gobert, so she was doing it in self-defense. And so the attorney says that it was absolutely self-defense, according to an interview that he did with ABC. But according to Christopher Wiggins, who grew up with a Gobert, Sykes lied about her relationship with Gobert in a 911 call. While Sykes told the dispatcher Gobert was a friend of a friend who was being allowed to stay at the home as a favor. Wiggins says Sykes and Gobert had been in a relationship for several months and that he was living there at the time. Clearly, this wasn't some black guy who just came up here and stayed there, said Wiggins. He was somebody who actually lived there, who actually was in a relationship with the lady. On the night of the shooting, police received 2 phone calls in a period of 3 minutes from someone asking for help with a house guest. Officers arrived on the same 3 minutes from the original call and discovered an injured person in front of the resident, said in a statement sent to the homeowners in the neighborhood. According to the investigators, Gobert and Sykes got into a physical altercation after she asked him to leave. Authorities said Gobert left the residence, then returned and threw Sykes to the ground. The security camera captured Gobert leaving the home, then returning. The police said he next proceeded to leave, but he returned back to.
Was that her husband? That was her husband?
No, he was a boyfriend. They were in a relationship. They were in a relationship for 12 months. But yeah, so
he must have been pretty broke, boy. Wow. How much money she got? Good God, that white woman ugly. That's your ugly white woman? Yeah, man, that's my ugly white woman. All right, hey.
But
you sure can pick them. You sure can pick them, man. Shit. All right.
But this white woman said that the guy was a guest there. The guy was a guest there, and she was shooting. She did shoot him because she was trying to defend. She was trying to defend herself. But this woman has had several cases with the police, blushes the law in the past, including 2 DWIs and multiple charges of a drug possession. and this is a kind of a woman that the brother, decided to have a relationship with. So
he like his white woman ugly.
that is the only explanation we can give for that particular situation. For that particular.
I don't ever get it. Hell, she shot him. I mean, hell, what could I do? You couldn't pay me to be with no white woman. That's an ugly white woman like that.
This is the one he chose. Yeah.
Good God. Hey, brother, what's going on? Yeah, man. Look at my woman. Oh, that's your ugly white woman right there? Yeah, man. That's my ugly white woman. All right. Shit. It's all good.
But I think she might get away with these because, like I said, she has been said to have a connection.
Her family's got money. She said she's relative to the people that own the San Antonio Spurs basketball team, so she's obviously some kind of a millionaire. And so they're gonna give her deference because the guy is black. We don't know what happened during the altercation. She's gonna say, well, he came back. I told him to leave. He wouldn't leave. I shot his ass. Okay. Nothing to see here. Shit.
that might be the
I don't have no sympathy for people that date these white women, especially ugly white women. And okay, man, that's your choice. She shoots you in the face. Hey, I mean, I got no sympathy for you. You know the history, and you with an ugly white woman too. Come on, man. Imagine what your mama feel. You bring her home. God damn, this morning probably an ugly white woman. Shit.
So for her, there will actually not be any kind of for him. There will not be any kind of a sympathy from me as well because you made your choice and you have to.
Like my mother said with my coon ass brother, he had nerve to bring me a whole white woman. I said, a whole white woman? She was mixed. You got nerve. Your dumb ass brother had the nerve to bring me a whole white woman. I said, a whole white woman? But it's no good ass bring that whole white woman to me. I told him, bring that whole white woman up in here. He said, my mom was crazy. He said, a whole white woman. Oh, shit. That was funny. Got the nerve to try to bring me a whole white woman. Sorry, Mom.
That is a choice that he has made, and he has to just stand by it, even if his brains are
I mean, he got a black a coon. He got a black woman, but she a coon to her heart too. That's the one who's throwing holy water. He went from a whole white woman to a religious nut throwing holy water on my mom. You conjuring demons up in here. Throw some holy water on your ass. He went from one white nut to a whole white woman to a whole crazy black woman.
But for the brothers that decide they will be married white, I know that it's not all most willing, but even for people who are dating black women. But if you get to choose to marry these beasts, then you have to also go along with all these.
You gotta know. You know the history. If you're dumb enough not to know, you can get murdered by one of them. Ain't nothing gonna happen to it, and that's you. And then you get killed by one of these ugly motherfuckers too. God damn. Ugly white woman kill your shit.
No, he's just dead and stinking. And
now he's dead and stinking. He's dead and stinking. He took the dirt nap because of ugly white woman. A whole ugly white woman. Wow.
And that
he was laying with that thing. He was laying with that thing, kissing that thing. God damn that. Oh.
You just mentioned Bombi Danfer. Bombi Danfer, thank you so much for joining us on the broadcast. We were just discussing a little bit about what did happen in Houston, Texas, and it's unfortunate that the brother just got himself murdered. Maybe it was not even over anything.
I said TV propaganda is a must. You put your baby child in front of that TV to watch white women as a child, it messes their mind all up. Propaganda is real. Because look at that ugly white woman there. shit. It didn't matter if she was ugly, as long as she was white. Didn't matter. He shot and killed his ass.
That was the only reason she
That's
was
right.
she was.
Look at my white woman. I got my white woman, Frank. Look at my white woman. You mean that ugly one? Let's say ugly white woman. Yeah, you got your ugly white woman. Congratulations. I'm jealous of you with your ugly white woman.
Maybe at some point, maybe the brother was still boasting to some other brothers, saying he got himself a white woman. Maybe I'm just saying. Maybe
that's what those coons be doing. You know, he was. Look, they be having old, fat, sloppy white women, man. It's about the whiteness, Spike. Stop acting like you don't know. It be ugly, sloppy, fat, nasty white women they be with. I'm like, God damn. Smell like ass and all kind of shit.
Maybe the brother was trying to live off her. You know, maybe the brother was trying to live.
She had money. Of course he was.
Yeah. So that is that is.
You gotta be getting something. You ain't getting sexually aroused by that. I hope not. I'm like, man, hey, I'm not even excited looking at this motherfucking shit. How much money you got? Oh, you got a couple million? Okay, give me a couple thousand and shit. That'll get me in the mood. Something, shit. I wouldn't even get aroused looking at that Spike. She put me out the house, Spike. I wouldn't even get aroused. I just, damn it, we gonna make love. Hold on now, give me a minute now. I'm looking at the game and shit. You always look at the game when it's time to make love. I know, just give me a minute. Don't put so much pressure on me, shit.
He was probably persevering, but I'm not sympathetic with the brother, even if he was persevering through all that.
I can't get excited, man. It wouldn't work for me. I like, man, money. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I had to look at that woman too while you messing with her. Oh man, you can't keep an erection looking at an ugly woman, Spike. Can you? Can you keep an erection, Spike, looking at ugly? Oh, Spike, let's get real for a second. Can you?
I'm saying
Can you keep an erection? You personally keep an erection while making love to an ugly woman? Yes or no?
That is what I'm saying is not possible. But anyhow, moving also away from that, we shall be talking about what did happen in the Mount Laurel with the man who went viral talking about can't find me, my place where I live, and this is my address. And he was very, very much proud of him, insulting his brother was it in New Jersey? That was in Mount Laurel. And there are new charges. There are new additional charges that have come up involving this particular racist in Mount Laurel, and this is in New Jersey, the Essex Place condominium complex on Mount Laurel. I think this is where he was living near around this particular place.
That's corn right there.
So the corn. I don't know what corn you're seeing. The Barrington County prosecutor officer has announced new charges against Edward Matthews, a white man whose racist tirade against a black neighbor went viral and brought protesters to his doorstep on Monday. He was saying, come find me. You know where I live, and this is my address. No one will do nothing. You can just come find me here. And I think he repeated 3 times while he was trying to, when he was insulting these other neighbor, the black neighbor, going on about you should be out of here, you should go back to Africa, and all these other kinds of racist slangs that he went on about. They are new charges that have actually come up. In addition
when they tell us to go back to Africa, them motherfucking asses are there in South Africa, Tanzania, Zanzibar. They tell us to go back to Africa, and they white asses in Africa. They ain't even leaving Africa. Nigga, go back to Africa. I go back to Africa, I find your ass here. You get your ass out of Africa, damn it.
You will find them especially in Zanzibar and Mombasa,
Mombasa, South Africa. They always pick, hey, nigga, go back to Africa. You go back to Africa. Hell, I go back to Africa, your motherfucking ass is here. Shit.
Go to Namibia and Botswana, you'll find them calling themselves the Afrikaner, or calling themselves
Afrikaners. Yeah, they own 80% of the land in Namibia. Shit.
Yeah. So they are the same ones there, but they will be telling you go back to Africa while they are the ones there who are trying to
Exactly.
control.
I didn't know that till I went to Africa the first time. Hey, all my life, been to, hey, nigga, go back to Africa. Go back. I got to Africa. There's a lot of white people over this motherfucker told me to go back to Africa. I get to Africa, and you know good dirty bastards are here.
But it seems like
go ahead, buddy.
it seems like these racists will actually be facing maybe some time in prison, because he said in addition to harassment and bias crime charges, he now faces 2 counts of criminal mischief, possession of a weapon, possession of a controlled dangerous substance, possession of a controlled dangerous substance with intent to distribute, stalking, 2 counts of certain persons not to have 2 counts of certain persons not to have weapons, and possession of a drug paraphernalia. And of course, because of the new added charges, his detention hearing, originally scheduled for Friday, has been postponed until Tuesday. So I believe he will be in custody until next week on Tuesdays. They were a result of a search warrant, because there was a search warrant that was executed in his condo on Tuesday night by the Mount Royal Police after the department applied for an extreme risk protection order against Matthews. The prosecutor said that the order was issued because Matthews had allegedly used a BB gun to damage a vehicle belonging to a woman and her daughter. During the search, Matthews' home, officers seized a slingshot and a multiple ball bearings that matched the projectiles used to cause $2,350 damage to the vehicles. The police also seized hallucinogenic drugs, the mushroom.
Hold on for a second, Spike. Let me say something. I had these white guys over in South Carolina, right? I was, hey, man, ain't nobody got no mask on. Any of you motherfuckers taking this shot? They say, shit, hell no, the motherfuckers taking the shot. Even they know, they said the motherfuckers taking the shot. Those are the ones that's dying out this bitch. I started laughing. I said, shit. Ain't nobody taking that shit. I just wanted to see what they were going to say. Go ahead, Spike.
I hope the people in Carolina are not taking none of that. And I think we had.
I was asking the white people. I want to ask the black. I asked the white people. I said, hey, y'all ain't got no mask, because ain't nobody got no mask on them. Fuck a mask. So I said, hey, any of y'all got the shot? Y'all getting that shot? They, man, they ain't getting that. I was lying because they ain't getting that shit. Every time you turn around, somebody got that shit dying. The news not going to work in America. People know the truth. I would just ask people. I want to get empirical study just by asking people what they're going to do. White people say, hell no, we're not touching that shit.
But right now, I think
some dude told me, I'm going to get me as a shot of whiskey, some hookers, and some cocaine. I said, damn.
They have not yet been put to fear with the nonsense of the variant, the Delta variant, and other stories like that.
Man, you got here with that phony ass shit. It's more fear the new variant, the virus, the new Delta variant, of this virus. You don't get out here with that. This Americans, even though they dumbed us down, they dumbed Americans. They dumbed the whole world down. Because they taught you what to think, not how to think. But empirical, you can see what's going on. No matter how much they try to lie about it, how much they try to tell you don't talk about it, how much they try to fucking censor everything. People live regular lives. They know who's fucking dying and who's not dying. People can see with their own eyes what the hell's going on. So that's why I just asked. I just asked them, hey, I knew when I had no mask, I want to ask Mike, hey, y'all go, hey, any of y'all got that shot? They said, hell no.
And if it's actually taken to their doors, they will also not be very good.
That's why they're coming, because not even them taking the shit. That's why it's been a fact. People say they don't want it. People know what the fuck is going on. No matter how much money they try to, the dummies have got it, yeah, but good, they're the ones who die. But regular people like, nah, these people are going to the beach out here in Myrtle Beach. Ain't nobody got no mask. Ain't nobody talking about none of that social distancing shit. America wide open. Other countries, Americans like almost wide open. Like, man, get out of here. Kick rocks with that shit. Fuck out of here.
So I'm just waiting.
The fear only works so long, like you said, backs that ass up, backs that ass up. You can do all that goofy shit. But I see everybody who's done is the one who took this shit. I ain't took it. I ain't coughing. I'm not sick. But that's to make sure the motherfucker that took it, he's the one died. He's shaking, walking around, shaking all fucked up.
He'll be there foaming from his mouth.
Hey man, what's wrong with you? I took that shot. You don't get your crazy ass away from me.
Might be there foaming from his mouth already to wax that thing up. And if this particular artist himself has actually waxed that up, then you might not even be getting another record or any other song from him. Then
this is one of my favorite jams. 20 years ago, the feminists said that was against women. Now all of a sudden they putting it on. 22 years ago when that shit came out, they said that went against women. Now all of a sudden the news, oh man, this is great. This is one of my favorite jams. The propaganda is so blatant, it's so stupid, it's so idiotic. You know, 20 years ago you said that this song was against women, and the feminists went crazy talking about back the ass up and make sexual they made women sexual idols, whatever the hell they call that shit. And now all of a sudden on the news they up there singing. This is my favorite song when backs that ass up, yes. The propaganda is so fucking stupid, so obvious. You said the song wasn't no good, it was ghetto and hood ratting against women 22 years ago. Now it's all great. It's one of my favorite songs, right?
You know who owns that media? You know who owns that media? You know who owns that media? So they always be trying.
Exactly. You know who owns the fucking media, Jack? It's so over the top fucked up. Coming with motherfuckers with, washed up ass rappers and shit, backs that ass up. I like the way you're working, girl, backs that ass up. If you don't get your washed up ass out of here.
That is a kind of a thinking that they're trying to
it's disrespectful. It's that all black people are stupid. Everybody knows that song was controversial. Now it's all these fake ass news media. That's one of my favorite jams.
Juvenile will be getting that check, but he might not even be there to spend it. They might be getting that check, they will use it. Will not even be there to spend it.
It's so over the top. It's so hilariously outrageous with this propaganda. It's all over the world with this shit. That's how you know. You people run the world. It's all over the world. They got Australia locked down. They got Canada. I think Canada's opening back up because of people like, man, fuck that. Used against the law to lock us down like this. Because these people.
So what now they're trying to do, and we will also not focus more on this, but what they're trying to do right now is also say that students also need to get a job for them to be allowed not to wear any mask. But we'll not speak a lot on this.
It's against the Nuremberg Code. You tell anybody against the Nuremberg Code. Nuremberg Code is international law. You don't got the right to stick me with shit. That's why they keep taking down the channel, because that's the law of the world. That's world law. That's the Nuremberg Code. There, you don't got the right to goddamn stick me with anything. Without my permission.
They're saying once the students, this will be enticing, or this will sort of be forcing more students to have these particular thing done, and this is what was being said from these news platform on the NBC.
And they've also said that students can be less than 3 feet apart if schools can't reopen, keeping kids that.
Can you tell us about this guidance and really what is the science behind it?
Yeah, so one of the certainties of this pandemic we've learned is anytime the CDC comes out with school guidance, there's going to be controversy about it.
Controversy is a lot.
Fully vaccinated students can go without masks indoors. And they've also said that students can be less than 3 feet apart.
Mask that agent got on, like that's particular. Even rubbing all in his balls, sack in his ass. Talking about that mask is supposed to protect them from a deadly virus.
Right now, what is being said, the kids can go on and they have to keep social. How do the kids keep social distance? It's very, very difficult because they will be forgetting every other time.
Kids don't put the mask can be dirty as hell. It's all nonsensical.
Yeah.
How do you keep a mask on? Your hands are dirty. You're playing with it. That shit is stupid. That's why it's a lie. That shit is crazy.
And also the kids will be forgetting very, very quick. Even if you tell a child
it's terrorism of kids. If you can homeschool your kids, family, homeschool your children, because they've already dumbed us down, taught you what to think and not how to think, and that's the problem.
And
now
also,
they got mad. Oh, go ahead, Spike.
No, I'm saying also something else that people also need to understand is also to do their own home gardening, and also to have their own food. You know, to have their own.
Have your own food source. I mean, I might find some land and up from Nairobi so we get some kind of like. I told my coon ass brother about I'm gonna buy some land in north of Nairobi, get some chickens and I grow some eggs and organic vegetables. And you gonna do what? What you gonna do?
He said.
What you gonna do that for? In Africa? Everybody say Africa to his cool ass. Africa, man. I'm staying in Jersey and do me some golfing. Fuck a garden and all that old shit. Okay. Don't call me when you get all fucked up.
He said best luck with that shit. But yes, family, you need to be. I think it's so hard. Also, you know, he was also telling us a little bit about how to go about planning your own home gardening, and also be an able source for you to have a place where you can also get to grow your own. You know, to grow your own food. You might not be able to do a whole big scale garden, but I do believe you need it very, very much.
We need to have food stability because what they're doing, they're messing with the food supply. Guess who? Same wicked bastard who bought up most of the farmland in America. Bill Gates. Want to put pesticides and all kind of shit because of food crisis here in America. So make sure you got at least your own little plot. Like I said, you don't need land. You can grow it in your house. Learn how to grow in the house. And that's why I was having Sister Angelie on here years ago, talking about because she was growing tomatoes and stuff, and in one of her little sunrooms over there, when Sister G said, that crazy old lady in her dirty kitchen.
But she was growing her own food, and I think it's important. I think the last
you should go for his laugh because I know Sister G said that this crazy old bitch in a dirty kitchen growing vegetables and shit. God damn, that shit was funny.
The last time Mazo was telling us about his attempt to try get some financial assistance, and he was trying to get. There's an agency that offers a financial assistance for people who want to get on some farming projects.
We ain't got time for Africa. Africa should be cultivating land for no marijuana. All land in Africa should be for food, not marijuana. Not so motherfuckers can get high. It should be for food. Because Africa's not able to feed itself. It's got 60% of the world's arable land and still can't feed itself. So we don't got no land for no damn.
We have compared. We have compared Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Tanzania, and Zimbabwe is always coming short on their food security because they are not able to really put together the proper farming strategies to enable the people, be food secure.
And that's what you got when the white man came in. African had science. African knew cross-pollination. Because you got the white man and his technique, and now the African don't know how to farm because he lost all those traditions passed down through his ancestors, which was science, how to work the land. They told you the shit was wrong, but you believed them and you gave up all the traditions that were science. Then you were an apprentice on the land. There was nobody starving in Africa. The world's most edible land place. Africa was considered the breadbasket of the world. You now adopted their techniques, which kills the soil, destroys the vegetation, using all kind of herbicides and pesticides, and you don't even know how to farm no more. because you thought your ancestors were backwards. And they were scientists, you dummies. Just because they had no doctorate from some white man's school. I'm not Dr. So-and-so. I'm not PhD so-and-so. Your ancestors were doctors, you dummy. Now you don't know how to cultivate the land, and now you're starving now because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. Because you lost the ancient traditions of how to farm correctly. It was an ecosystem that the Africa had that didn't harm the rest of the goddamn plants around it. You didn't destroy the soil. Like in Europe, the damn soil is destroyed. Like in America, the damn soil is fucking destroyed. You wonder why the food tastes better in Africa? Because it's organic, you dummy. That's why when you leave Africa, the food doesn't taste as tasty. You ain't figured that out? But you still want to say, let's bring in the European ways of herbicides and pesticides and make our food don't taste no good either. You're like crazy as cat shit. Wonder why the food tastes better in Africa. Go ahead, Spike.
It has been made purposefully such that people are not be able to.
Exactly. They when you got colonized, they took the tradition away, gave you lies, and you don't have no attachment. You don't know how to farm no more. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're using their things. You don't have the technical skills of your ancestors, and you don't have the equipment that the white people have. So now you're fucked up. That's why the farms are failing in Zimbabwe. Farms are failing in South Africa when you get it back, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You got no attachment to your ancestors who didn't starve. But the white man came to, oh, they were dumb, they were barbaric and savages. Out of your rabbit ass mind. But no starvation in no damn Africa ever. That's 60% of the arable land on the planet. Now Africa's shipping in thousands of dollars, billions of dollars worth of fucking food. Because you don't know what the hell you're doing. You better go find some great grandfathers who's actually living. Say, hey, wake your ass up, great granddaddy. Show me how to do this shit again. Who still got the knowledge? Go ahead, Spike.
No, I'm just saying that because if people are not food secure, they cannot even be able to focus on anything else because food is basic. If you don't
that's why I said Africa's got, you don't got no time to be trying to focus on getting high and all other kind of idiotic ass shit. You got to learn how to farm again.
So that is a big...
how to farm, and I don't mean the white man's way. I mean the way that makes the land sustainable. How your ancestors knew how to make the land sustainable, and what crops to grow that would interconnect with other crops to help them grow and flourish. You got to relearn that again. Hell, I got to learn if we're gonna buy land, and you got damn right I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna learn the Africa. What soil? I'm not gonna use no chemicals and all that old shit. What do I need to use to make this soil adapt with nature? What can we do? How do we do it?
And that is of course what was practiced some years back before the colonizers that came up and brought all these that have destroyed our soils for a very long time. And then now we do have the GMOs. The GMOs right now.
Yeah, that's why you got more disease in Africa now starting up. We have disease. The food is disease. When you're eating GMOs like America, if America has so many goddamn diseases when you get 50 years old, you've been eating a fucked up diet full of GMOs. Food is medicine. The African knew that. That's why the African had all the herbs, and that's why the Rockefellers, wicked ass Rockefellers, again outlaw homeopathic medicine so they can create this shit from fucking poison. That's why you're dying at 50 and 60 years old when you used to live to be 150 years old. You don't. That's why the African knew if I went out and got this herb, this would cure this, this would cure that, this would cure this naturally. But you let the white man come tell you was a savage and shit. This most savage motherfucker on the planet that didn't know a goddamn thing about anything. That had to do with nature. You gave up your shit willingly to this fucking beast. you're dying at 50, why you got fucked up feet gout, why you got diabetes, why you going blind. Because you're eating fucked up food, that's why. African ate the best food, that's why he was living to be 150 years old. And the food is medicine, stupid. As Dr. Sebi told you that. But the African knew that way before fucking Dr. Sebi. African always knew that damn, your food was your health. Your food was your wealth. Go ahead, Spike.
I agree with you, kid. Shepherd Simona says, I can't remember the last time I saw a bee. The bees, of course, they are very critical in our
They killed all the bees with their herbicides to make the plant. And when the bees go, we die. Because everything the white man does is poisonous. He fights nature. The African loved nature and went with nature. The Europeans and other races fight nature. Not the African. The African learned to be one with nature.
So we do have the new methods of actually doing things, and people, the African want all these are the new improved, or these are the new ways
and it's
of
not new, and that's why the African is a moron. It's not new improved, it's actually worse. It's not new improved. It's not new improved, it's actually worse. Your traditions are better than anybody's traditions, so it's not new and improved. It's worse. That's why they cause it so much. That's why the African death rate, you're dying younger. I told you the average age was 150. You had the Kenyan man that just died at 137. Because he's eating natural shit. He wasn't eating no fucking ugali, I tell you that. There was no ugali when he was born. There was no maize in Africa yet. The European brought that shit in from South America. Maize don't grow naturally in no fucking Africa. That's not no African dish. Shit. All these fucked up things that's against the African soil and African way of life. If you did eat them, ugali is made from cassava leaves, not from corn or maize flour. It's made from cassava, which is naturally African. And so the African diet kept him smart. That's why you were smart, because of your diet. All that stuff enriched your brain. All that stuff kept you living longer. So it means you could think. That means you learned how to think because you had time to think because you aged long. So all that knowledge was given to the next generation. That's how much knowledge you would acquire in 150 years that you passed on to the next generations. And and the white man that you tell them that these people were morons, you out of your fucking mind? Your African who cultivated the land was a scientist. Go ahead, Spike.
I'm saying I think in the next few years, almost everything will be hybrid with the GMO. If you're not careful on how people are actually trading, you will find in the next few years.
That's why we got to go back and get the land. That's why we go buy that land in Kenya. We're gonna start a different, but we gotta get everything organic. We gotta. The African people, the land is the most important. Fuck they cut the check shit. I gotta go back and get land. That's why the Chinese are there trying to get land. Why the people up in Africa trying to get land. Damn that. I gotta acquire land. That's why we're gonna get this land. By the end of the year, we're gonna get this land. We're gonna go out, buy some damn land. We're going to learn how to farm on that bitch. Shit. I'm going to get me an old dirty cap and some straw in my mouth. Eat this fucking tomato, damn it. I'm going to get my damn Mercedes-Benz and drive to Tanzania. I'm going to get my Mercedes-Benz and drive to Tanzania because that farm is going to make us rich. Go ahead, Spike.
I know companies such as Monsanto will now be trying to get more of the, what do you call it? How they try put that you cannot use a certain seed without getting their permission. Some licenses are quote unquote licenses on some of these.
No, but those seeds that are not produced, we got to get natural seeds that reproduce themselves. Those hybrid seeds are dangerous; they don't reproduce. And the African knew also with the cows. We talking about the cows. And having cows, they make sure the cows would not having incest. Here, the cows just be fucking it, all kind of shit here in America. African knew how to make sure that this cow wasn't with that cow, this cow wasn't related to that cow. It was a science. But since he'd have a white man's degree, he was a savage because the white man said we're savages. Look at you talking about. African was a damn scientist,
And they taught everyone else how to do even the farming and also other ways.
Now it's lost. White man uses poison cause things, weeds. Those are not weeds. Those are herbs that the African used to heal the body. There's no such thing as a weed. Even white people, dandelions, all that shit called. Black people knew that certain what you call weeds, certain herbs heal certain conditions. African knew all that. You got a whole herbalist thing up. I told you in Harvard where they study African science and the Africans talking all stupid. I don't know, the white man told me that we're savage. Oh, white man.
You will find all sorts of lies being told so that they can dumb down our people, so that our people will be thinking that we have never been anything, and also with the lies that come up with.
There was no starvation in Africa. So when it began, when the white man came and told you how to farm, fucked up. You got Africa. Everything goes in Africa if you don't destroy the soil, if you don't put pesticides and herbicides on the shit. The soil in Europe is destroyed. So the Americas are destroyed. So now they need Africa. They need land in Africa so they can feed themselves. Africa's still pristine. You don't let the Chinese come and destroy your damn water supply, destroy your land, knock this slanty-eyed bastard in the mouth. Get your rabbit ass back to China. Fuck wrong with you? Smack the shit out your ass.
And I do see a comment. Let me get a comment from the family. And I want to share briefly on the comments, really, before we get into something different. Sister Nishu is saying, yep, I gave up a farming land to Zungu. Sorry, they gave up a farming land to read Zungu books. And I look down at farming and also see we are one with nature. That is, of course, 100% true. And I also see Shepus Mono says Dr. Ivan Avant team proved that it was the mouse that who brought corn to Africa. Another came on, and you saying it sure does. And their seafood is divine at Zero Mosquito. And I agree with you as well. I will share a little bit, of course, on the African history, and this is, of course, also one of the presentations by Dr. Ivan Avant Satima in terms of the early presence of Africans in Europe, because we are told that the Columbus did come up and discover in the Newfoundland, but this, of course, was not an answer. Africans were everywhere way before that.
On
discoveries you were everywhere
that have been.
What even know white people on the planet?
In Mexico.
With no Caucasians, with no Asians, with no East Indians.
So they will all come up and say that they discovered everything.
Arthur Dan Sterling was educated at the School of Oriental and African Studies.
Sorry, come again.
Because you're talking about a psychopath. That's why.
They will lie about everything, even that exists, the sun itself, and things that you can actually just see.
Well, you're dealing with a psychopath. Unapologetic psychopath, right?
He's so
much of a psychopath. Why he's an Afrikaner now. I'm an Afrikaans. I'm an Afrikaner speaking Afrikaans. Hey, stupid, that's broken Dutch. You're a Dutchman in Africa. That's what the fuck you are. Afrikaans.
Professor of African Studies at Rutgers University, is editor of the Journal of African Civilizations. Recent books he has edited include Blacks in Science, Ancient and Modern, Black Women in Antiquity,
least Dr. and what's his name, Doctor? What's his name, Doctor Smart? What's his guy's name, Spike?
Even Van Satima. That's the name.
Yeah. Dr. Van Sertima. At least meant he was a coon growing up in Guyana. He said, I'm a British subject. I didn't realize that I was a British subject because I was a nigga. He meant he was a coon.
He's a subject of the queen. He's a subject of the queen.
He's a subject of the queen. I'm a subject of the queen. I'm part of the British Empire. He said he grew up saying that dumb shit. Coming from Guyana, South America. I'm part of the queen. I'm part of the empire. Then he realized he was English. Hey, nigga, get off the street. I'm part of the queen, ain't I? No, you're a nigga. Get your ass off the damn street, nigga.
But he has valuable insight even in the book that he wrote. The book that
he did good work. I was laughing. That was his story. I laughed at the story. I said he was a coon. He knew he was a coon. He said, I believed in the queen. I believe I was a, and that's what these island South. He's telling the truth about the island niggas and the South African and the South American Negroes who are part of that Commonwealth shit. They believe that they're part of the empire. He didn't know. This man, nigga, you're subjugated. You're not part of no fucking empire. Empire wasn't built for you, goofy. It was built to subjugate your black ass. I part of the queen. He said he grew up. He said he spent his whole first 30 years saying that crazy shit.
But he says that under the decree of the queen, he says that with
my wife, my son. I appeared before Congress on July the 7th, 1987 to challenge Columbus myth. It was a really extraordinary.
When he got the English fight, that changed all that shit. When he got the UK, he was no more part of the British Empire. He was a nigga. Good play.
We were talking about the guy who was trying to negotiate with the French in Haiti. Maybe he also thought he was part of the French Empire.
He did. Spike. He's about Toussaint Overture. He did consider himself French. He was taught in French schools like Toussaint Overture. I went to French Academy. Listen, dummy, you're a nigga. They don't see you as no Frenchman, you idiot. But that's how that's the wrecking of the mind of black people, Spike.
That was his confidence before they locked him up.
Columbus Quincentenary Commission was meeting, and the oversee committee of Congress wanted to check in what they were doing, and they had heard word that there was a very serious challenge to Columbus is to the claim that Columbus had discovered America. So I was invited to give due cause why we should not celebrate this as a discovery by Columbus. I pointed out.
Talking about Columbus, there are people who do still want to celebrate Columbus Day. Is it Columbus Day or even the?
That's a lie. His name wasn't Columbus. He wasn't Italian. He was an Ashkenazi Jew because they went to from northern, probably what they call it the Bastard part of. It wasn't Spain then yet. It was Al-Andalus because the Moors still controlled it. And so he was from that northern region of what you call Spain today. His name was Christopher Colon, not Columbus. These are all lies and shit. Christopher Colon, who studied under the Moors to learn how to be a navigator. And as the Moors lost power, they told them that there were lands beyond the Pacific because the Moors had already circumnavigated the globe for thousands of years. And that's why there were Moorish empires in America and South America and the Caribbean. That's why these goofy niggas are calling themselves the El Moroccans. El Moroccan coming in your home and squatting and shit.
Yeah, the El Moroccan are not playing around.
When you go in your house, you got to go in and pistol whip their ass. I'm an El Moroccan. Well, get this pistol upside your goddamn head. Take that. Take that. Take that. I'm doing diving deeper when I'm giving you good vibes while I pistol whip your ass. Take that. damn head. Take that, diving deeper.
Your home, they have an ancestral right to your house, so you cannot.
That's why I'm diving deeper upside the head while I'm pistol whipping their ass.
Let me play a little bit of the history teaching from Dr. Ivan Van Satima.
To Congress that I'm not the first person to suggest that Columbus was not the first person to come to the New World and visit the Native Americans. Columbus was the first person to suggest it. He actually said in the journal of his second voyage, Columbus...
It was a new world to white people. It wasn't no new world either. It was a new world to them. White people just came out just like, it wasn't a new world to nobody. New world to them.
Everyone else, black people had actually done the touring, and they knew it was all to them. But now
they were going back and forth. Well, you got the Olmec heads. Like the Olmec heads were there in BC time, 3,000 years before Columbus even lived. The Olmec heads are there, and I think I know they're older than what they say 3,000 BC. They're older than that. So we know Africans were there 3,000 years before Christopher Columbus even lived. So was the African going back and forth? Yes. I told you got in the caves over here in Illinois, United States, drawings on the walls of Africans that used to go back and forth from Africa to Illinois and vacation. That was a vacation area. Africans circumnavigated the globe thousands of years ago. He was everywhere. So when white people who've never been nowhere out of Europe finally get out of Europe, they now start naming shit. I discovered this. I discovered that. How you gonna discover shit? You got big ass pyramids and shit over there. Big ass civilization. How you gonna discover some shit that's already been civilized?
And
that's a psychopath.
I also believe the documents of Christopher Columbus are talking about the Moors and how the Moors also impact. He told
you, it's in his diary, which they keep hiding. So white people got lied. Obfuscate history for control. And Christopher Colon's diary told you, I studied at the feet of the Moors, and now the Moors are being removed from power as they lose Spain and lose Portugal. Portugal becomes a country that was ruled by the Moors. Spain becomes a country that was ruled by the Moors at one time. That was all Al-Andalus. There was no Portugal. There was no Spain. Didn't exist. That was Al-Andalus, controlled and ruled by the Black Moors.
And let me share a little bit more on this as well.
Said when he was second voyage,
yesterday, the Moors did so much.
Yes, I know, Lord. He said that when he was there, the Native Americans came to him and told him that black-skinned people had come in boats, in large boats from the south and southeast, trading in gold-tipped metal spears.
Yeah, I don't know why we doing this anyway with him. White people already know that. They know the truth. They just obfuscated, lied, and hide it. They know black people all over the world. I told you we think all these monuments, these monolithic sites on spikes from Cambodia, the damn South America, the damn the Mexican peninsula. It's all African people. What do you think that shit is? They obfuscating lie about it. They know those are black people. They've been all over the world.
And they actually say that was about according to Dr. Evan Van Satima, he was saying that it was actually even 55,000 years that they were roaming around.
Yeah, even older than that. Yeah, 55,000 years when there was no white people on the planet at all. Wasn't no white people here. Wasn't no Asian people here, and wasn't no East Indian people here. No 55,000 years ago. We know the white man comes into being 7,000 years ago, according to his genetics. We know the East Indian comes into being, well, the Asian comes into being around 9,000 to 10,000 years ago. East Indian about 11,000 to 12,000 years ago. So we know 55,000 years ago, there was none of them here but us. Nobody on the planet but African people. Period. Those are facts of history. You got some Neanderthal motherfuckers running around here, but not no fucking white people, not no damn East Indian people, and not no damn Asian people.
And this is also what he had actually, just to mention on it really briefly before we go back to the
Outbrain case, etc., is an African woman about 140,000 years old. She has all the genetics, all the gene brain case, etc.
Yeah, she's the first person. But it's past 40,000 years ago.
Outbrain case, etc., is an African woman about 140,000 years old. She has all the genetics.
Oh, it's 140,000 years ago. Older than that.
Then you have the Africans fanning out. African goes up into Europe. The transformation occurs about pink skin, and then the ice will produce the long hair, retention of long
hair. That's a lie. That came from Dr. Shit. Ain't no ice produce no long hair shit. They keep trying to say that the piece of white. Ain't no ice make your fucking hair long. You got black people been up there now 1,000 years in Europe and all places in America. Why their hair ain't grow long? Ice made your hair grow, all that little goofy shit. That's a fucked up theory. They trying to say it's fact. That's a dumb theory that they keep trying to put out to the masses. It's a lie. Did nobody go up in the ice and get no long hair, and their hair is fur. So you can't change the composition. So he doesn't go into the genetic composition, the biological composition of the hair. So if they were Africans and the hair went from curly to straight, it would have the same biological makeup, but it does not. So that's a lie. But he didn't know to study that much. So it's a lie, Dr. Van Sertima. It doesn't have the same biological makeup as the African's hair at all. It's more conducive to animal hair, animal fur. Because that's what the fuck it is. So then they would say, oh, they went up in the ice. They didn't exist. They went up in the ice. They got white. Their noses went from flat to long. All this old idiotic shit. Their eyes went from dark brown to blue, green, and gray. Those are all fucking lies. Your eyes don't change color because you're in the fucking cold. Oh, my eyes change colors to blue, green, and gray. Oh, sorry, dummy. That's a lie.
Those are the octopus, are blood people whose eyes are just turning, whose eyes are blue.
Tension of long hair or the long hair follicles, etc. African is not only the first hominid, he's also the first human.
African has never been a hominid. See, he keeps talking that hominid shit because African doesn't have animal genetics, so he couldn't have been a hominid, dummy. Sorry. See, that's he went to white universities, and they've been touting that goddamn damn origin of man shit to his stupid ass. He didn't go back and reverse the science. He's talking that evolution shit. It doesn't comply to the African Dr. Van Sertima because they got no animal genetics. There's no goddamn missing link in the pure African. So that shit you saying about Africans being a hominid is a motherfucking lie. It's a lie. It is not true. So the African has never been a motherfucking hominid. Now, did they take the hominid? Did they take the hominids to make other African people? Yeah. Like the Khoisan and the motherfucking Khoisan and the other pygmies in the Congo and the other motherfuckers that live on the Andaman Islands. Yes. They made them motherfuckers out of a hominid, dummy. That's why they're the same size of a hominid. That's why they got that animal genetic in them. They were created. They didn't evolve. Didn't no fucking hominid all of a sudden become a Khoisan motherfucker walking around in South Africa. Hey, I'm here now. all that goofy shit. That's why I told you they're not the first people. Because they're not a true human being. They got animal genetics like everybody else. But the pure African has no animal genetics, so it means he didn't evolve from no fucking animal. That's what it means. It means he never evolved from an animal because he doesn't have animal genetics. So the evolutionary story breaks down because it's a lie when they told it. And Charles Darwin created that shit because he went to, they seen on the walls of Kemet where the answers said, we made these crackers. Right there on the walls. We made we fucked up when we made all these fucking people. When we made the white man, the East Indian, and all these other motherfuckers. And the African has been proven correct because he has no animal genetics. That's why the African doesn't act dominant, doesn't try to rule over people. That's why the African is more humane, because he doesn't have animal genetics. You ain't figured that out yet.
And there is also no way you're going to evolve backwards. It doesn't make any sense for anyone else.
Exactly, Spike. I'm glad you said you can't evolve backwards. How do you evolve and the white man is wicked in you? See, but Dr. Van Sermon didn't know none of this science.
Where you get
and he still was half a cracker lover because he still never gave a white Jesus. How could you evolve and still the white man still be your God? The fuck are you talking about? That's why Dr. Clark and them and Dr. Ben would just hold his ass at a distance because he's still talking that cracker shit. And say, yeah, he's a colleague, but, you know, Dr. Ben and Dr. Clark told you wasn't no white Jesus. Fuck out of here. He still believed in white Jesus till the day he died. He still believed in that goofy shit. You can't push the evolutionary story and white Jesus. It don't go together. Christians told you that evolution is a lie too. You can't have white Jesus being your God and then say he came from a monkey. You can't even get your ideology right. So, I mean, Dr. Sermon, he's good to a certain point. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about either. You got to throw his ass in the dustbin of history. Get the fuck out of here. Kooky niggas talking about evolution and white Jesus. You can't have both. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I'm just saying that there's a conflict with that as well. There is a conflict.
But that was his conflict, right? Yeah, because he's talking about science coming from a monkey, but in his Bible says God created man from nothing. So he can't do both. He would do both. So one is a lie. He never murdered a lie before he died. You gotta come to terms with one of the dumb stories. Either your evolutionist you believe in, or your creation story with Jesus you believe in. You can't mix and match both, Spike.
It has to be one. You have to go.
One or the other. They both lies, but hell, both of this shit is lies.
It has to be one.
He studied in Kemet, and they told him all this shit lie. He chose to believe what the white man told his ass. He still never gave that shit up. So hell, good luck to him. He ain't no master teacher to me. What the fuck he talking about? He's talking about the black man who came from a hominid with ice and then grew a long nose and grew white hair. And then he became white Jesus 70,000 years later. What are you talking about?
But for the fact that
I want Dr. Ben and Chancellor Wells like, man, this motherfucker out of his fucking mind.
The fact that black people were actually, roaming around the earth, and Columbus was not anywhere even close to having beaten any of them to discovering anything.
No, he got that right, but everybody knew that. Because he's bringing out the shit that everybody knew. I don't give him credit for that. They came before Columbus. Everybody knew they came before Columbus. I think the white man tried to obfuscate lies, but those big ass monoliths exist around the world. I didn't need his ass to tell me that shit. I didn't even know about his ass. I knew on my own by going there and seeing big ass black. If I see a big black face on the shit, hey, let me know black people been there. Like, I ain't gotta have a degree from no cracker to tell me that black people been there. I see big ass black faces everywhere. Like, I don't need to go ask the white man for permission to make it so. hey, white man, will you allow me to say that black people been here? No, I won't. It doesn't go along with my science and my lie. I'm covering up the lie. I don't need no white man to tell me that black people been all over the fucking globe. I already know it.
I see. He was also married to a beast. I didn't know. He was also married to
Damn, was he? I didn't know that. No wonder. No wonder. I never knew. I never checked his marriage background, Mike. I should have known.
Let me see who was if there is any on that who was.
Are you sure he's married to a beast? Oh my God.
Let me see. No, I don't think this is the woman I see from Jacqueline Avant Satima. I don't think she. This is. I don't think that is correct. Because I see this is a wife. This is a wife.
I know Sheikh Anta Diop was married to a beast.
This is a Jacqueline Van Satima, who was a wife of Dr. Ivan Van Satima. After divorcing his first wife, after divorcing his first wife, Satima remarried in 1984 to Jacqueline L. Patton, who had 2 daughters. Satima remarried to Jacqueline Van L. Patton. After divorce, I think he had 2 wives. It seems like he remarried in 1994. Yeah, he had 2 wives. The first one was Maria Nagy. I think that was Maria Nagy. Married in 1964. It was who he married in 1964. Let me see who I find here. The Maria Nagy I find here is just another beast. Another beast. So I'm not sure. He had 2 wives. So I'm not sure whether the first wife
was he married to a beast at one time.
So I'm saying he was married to 2 wives. So I'm not sure whether he was the beast. The second one is black. I do see the second one is black. So I'm not sure whether the first one.
I know Sheikh Anta Diop was married to the beast. That's all I know. I know Dr. Clark and Joseph Ben Yakin and Dr. Ben. That's hell no. That's hell fuck no. Dr. Chancellor Williams. That's hell no.
Yeah, so that's the only one I see. The second one, so I'm not sure about whether he did have another one before then. But nonetheless, our family. That is, I do agree to the fact that the world Africans are also roaming around the world and doing mighty things. Not even 55,000 before Columbus was even around anywhere doing anything in discovering the new found.
It's an African planet. The planet is African. The planet is African. Not just Africa, the planet is African. The planet has been African for thousands of years before anybody was here.
Oh, you were talking about Diop. Sorry about that. I thought you were talking about Van Satima. That was the correction there.
Yeah, Sheikh Anta Diop was married to the beast.
It was Diop, not even Van Satima. I would have wondered what's going on, but he did have 2 wives, so I think both of them were just sisters. But nonetheless, there has been this particular matter of when you talk about the first start. I think when you're talking about the first black person to do this or the first black person to do that, you do find that people tend to think that there is some sort of elevation or some sort of a favor when a first black person is said to do this.
When you did everything before anybody, exactly. That's a lot. In the first, that's what white people say. The first black person, and the first black person did everything thousands years before any people even existed. So they don't know who the fuck was the first black person did any damn thing. Go ahead.
But also for a topic for today, we do have these a young girl who is just 14 years old, and now they are saying she is the very first black person to win the Scripps Spelling Bee, and it has not been won by a black by an African American. I do believe for 96 years.
So what did she do? She did what?
Spelling. It's a spelling contest. It's a spelling championships. It's a spelling championships for kids. So it's a spelling championship for kids, and
spelling championship. Okay.
Yeah, she did get to win, but now there is a lot of excitement around her winning because it has not been worn by any African American for 96 years.
Most black people ain't even been in that shit. Most African Americans were not allowed to be in that shit 96 years ago. It was segregation. It was apartheid here 96 years ago. What black person was in that shit? Nobody black was in that shit in America. It was apartheid here. What are they talking about? There's no black person went in 96 years. Motherfucker, we weren't allowed to be in it 96 years ago.
If you go back and analyze the whole story, you realize the bullshit.
It's absolutely crazy.
And kids just blast the bullshit out of this 96-year-old story. But
Murraya.
That is correct.
And you know, back then all kind of cheating and shit when black people finally got they were cheating all kind of black. No, kid, that is wrong. Your enunciation is wrong with your ghetto slang. You no good black bastard, you. Oh, mommy, call me a black bastard, mommy.
96 years in the waiting. All this saying is they make it sound as if it's an elevation or it's an achievement for a first black person doing this and that.
Hey, when nobody black in that shit, we were like South Africa. It was apartheid here. We couldn't allow. We weren't allowed to be in no damn spelling bee with these motherfuckers.
People are busy in the plantation.
96 years ago, people were getting bombed at Tulsa and shot in the fucking face for just being black. They weren't allowed to be in no spelling bee with these motherfuckers. They talking about.
While others were still in the plantation, not even having books. Others were still.
Oh shit! We had no damn books. Motherfuckers didn't even have no shoes. Shit. Spelling bee. Black people didn't even have no damn shoes. They talking about a spelling bee. Motherfuckers walking around with no damn shoes on, feet all funky and fucked up. Talking about a spelling bee.
You know, 96 years ago, Stephen was still working at the plantation with where Django went to visit.
Yeah, they were still working sharecropping. And like I said, they had fucked up clothes, no shoes and shit. Talking about a spelling bee. 96 years ago, the black person was stupid because they couldn't compete with us white people. But they had no shoes. They had no underwear. They had no clothes. We had an old raggedy ass shirts and shit, holes in them. So what? They wasn't good enough to compete with us.
96 years ago, Stephen was still making the beds for white people. Making
the beds and fucking breastfeeding these no good bastards. Not nobody black to do no spelling bee with these motherfuckers.
It doesn't. But like the years make this story sound so worth the time. But this is the young girl.
We couldn't use the bathroom next to these bastards talking about the spelling bee. Yeah, they said white and black goddamn bathrooms and water faucets up to the late 1960s. That you're talking about 90-some years ago. Spelling bee.
19. So many years ago, do you call them the Marlboro brothers were still on the train trying to get home while they were being accused of, trying to rape this woman, 96.
Rape a white woman, yeah, the Scottsboro boys and shit.
Yeah,
These niggas raped me, Scottsboro boys, yeah, back in Alabama, yeah, that's 96. That ain't even 97, that's like 80-something years ago, shit. That's not even that old.
It was a bus.
Hey, Mike, what we doing? Put up images in America of white-only toilets, white-only and black-only toilets. And that shit wasn't no fucking 96 years ago either. Put up images of white-only toilets and black-only toilets.
Let me see, white-only toilets.
God damn, 96 years ago, you get some little black kid in there doing a spelling bee, they shot him in the face. Get your ass out of here, nigga.
Toilets in America. Let me see.
The images of white-only bathrooms from the South. It was Jim Crow. They say Jim Crow white only bathroom. White only everything had white only shit. The train.
This is white ladies. This is white ladies only. And then you do have another which is a colored.
Yeah, you colored meaning you niggas. So that was no 96 years ago. Tell about somebody winning a spelling bee. You niggas ain't won a spelling bee in 96 years. Hell, we weren't allowed to be in this shit that you talking about.
The people are still busy, you know, with in the plant.
It's a damn apartheid state here. What are you talking about? That's some black kid going, hey, I want to be in a spelling bee. Not you, little dirty nigga. You can't be in no spelling bee. Well, all these good white Christian folks. Well, I'm smart. No, you're not, nigga. Get on up out of here now. This is white only people shit.
Yeah, you couldn't be there 96 years ago trying to.
Don't be bothering these good white. Don't you listen, nigga? Don't you bother the good white folks about no spelling bee. You get your ass over there to the black side of town before we shoot your black ass, hang you and burn you.
But I
about a spelling bee.
No, I guess, but in the 50s, in the 60s, the thing with segregation in education was really a good thing. The segregation in education was a good thing because you know, black people were able to get the you know, to learn on their own and you know, learn what matters. But yes, this girl has actually just been the first, and in 96 doesn't make any sense. By the way, just like a kid, in 96 years, it doesn't make any sense. And they're saying she has won, becoming the first African American winner in the spelling competition for 96-year history. 96 years, and for the second black champion ever, following Jamaican-born Jody Anne-Maxwell wins in 1998.
Oh,
and
okay, she's the second. She's not the first. She's the second. How the fuck is she the first and she's the second? What are they talking about?
The other one was the second black champion because the other one was Jamaican-born. I don't know whether they allow Jamaicans to also get onto the
I don't know Jamaicans back in the day. Like, it's not about you being a Jamaican. You're black. Don't let out no black Jamaican no 96 years ago. You're black. Don't say, yeah, you're a Jamaican. You're black. You're African. Get all these crazy countries. Those Africans were taken from Africa and put in Jamaica. Talking about those Africans. They say, oh, you're different niggas. You're Jamaicans. Come do the spelling bee 96 years ago. What are you talking about?
But we are the only ones, like we always keep on saying, we are the only ones that see ourselves as different. But everyone else just see us as a one big nigga. Like you have said that time and again. I'll be asking you, are you Jamaican? Okay, come along and just participate in the spelling bee. Are you Nigerian? Okay, come along, participate in the spelling bee. Are you Kenyan? Okay, we can. Yeah, you're all African.
That girl right there, if I know, I can put her in Kenya, and people say she was a Kenyan. If I put her in South Africa, people say she's South African. She's an African. That's an African girl who happens to be born in Jamaica. She's still African.
But we are the only ones that see ourselves as different. Especially when people want to be tribal and all these other nonsense. People want to see themselves
tribal. That's why the white man came and made more tribes. You're right. It's stupid. I don't play the tribal game. You can't convince me somebody from South Africa is different from somebody from Kenya, especially when I know African history. I know that half the damn Zulus came out of fucking Kemet and walked all the way down some state and became the Maasai tribe in Kenya and Tanzania. And some walked all the way back down to South Africa and became the Shona and also just the Zulu. You can't tell me about no damn, you different, all that old dumb shit. Fuck out of here.
The Nigerian boxer wants to be the pure blood. You know, the Nigerian boxer is a pure blood.
Walked over to Nigeria, walked over to Cameroon, walked over there, became other different tribal people of African people. You can't do that idiotic shit with me. I know African people walk throughout Africa before white people show. Just like if we looked at those documentaries that you had the guy in the Congo and that guy, and I think he was in. It makes tribalism makes no sense because Africans walked freely throughout the continent. That's a fact.
They did.
And tribalism don't make any sense. It don't. You walk freely throughout the continent. That's a fact.
With the borders now, you want to be Zambian, you want to be Zimbabwean, and you want to be South
you
African.
Zimbabwean, you Kenyan, you don't know each other no more. Those borders came from white people. Back in 1884 when they was carving up the country. You had no damn borders. No borders from Kenya to Tanzania. There's one piece of land. Africans walk freely back and forth from there all the way to the Congo to West, Central West Africa. What they call that shit now? Central Africa to Uganda. All that shit. Well, no borders, no African ends. Hey, man, I'm tired of fucking around over here in Kenya. Let me walk all the way down. Next time I'm in Cameroon. I'm in Cameroon. So when a white man found me and colonized me is what I am now? Hell no.
People are not locked up in the boundaries, with the boundaries, so they were able to really just go around and see also what
African did. African moved all throughout the continent. That's what they did.
And they also able to understand each other well.
Zaila, how does it feel to be this year's Scripps National Spelling Bee champion?
Really good. I mean, I was a bit surprised. I've been warned about the confetti.
According to
you do a lot of coon talk. Really good. I talk like a white woman, and I'm going to be a coon when I grow up.
The appearance have been caught in her.
Spelling is just her side hobby. She's also a basketball prodigy who holds 3 basketball-related Guinness World Records, hopes to attend Harvard, play in the WNBA, and become an NBA coach one day. That is, if she doesn't work for NASA. On Thursday, Zaila's winning word was Muria, a type of tree, and before her big win, she made a Bill Murray joke, which stole the hearts of many.
There you go. Jamaican and Nigerian, the 2 biggest schools in the African community. What I do, I go to Harvard, and then I shit on all these other niggas. You dumbass niggas. I won a spelling bee when I was a kid. Look at me.
What's the English name in general?
I don't see that here. Bill Murray made the spelling bee.
Other viewers took to Twitter Thursday praising Zaila for her confidence, like this person who tweeted, Zaila avant-garde just straight up defining the words they offer her is the flex that I need. And after only getting into competitive spelling a couple years ago, Zaila knew she couldn't waste any time bringing home the trophy.
What do you attribute your early success in this competition to?
For one thing, I didn't have any more time to succeed. And
because this was your last eligibility year, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what's going on.
It's all that eligibility so they release me on the world and do all kind of wicked ass shit to these niggas when I get older. What I'm gonna do. By the time I'm 14 and 15 years old, I'm going to be using all kind of skin bleaching products and unleash my whole kind of coonery on the rest of these niggas and say white people are good and you niggas need to work harder.
That might be on do list. I think that might be on her to-do list. So it's like the other one. It's like the other lady who was making that. There was a poetess, but of course she was older. There was a poetess, a lady who was doing the poet at the inauguration of was it the inauguration of Biden? Yes, I think that was at Biden's inauguration, and she was doing a poem talking about what America will be.
Oh yeah, well, I forgot where she's from. Yeah, that poem was so horrible. They were making a big deal about it because she was a coon. I forgot she's from Ireland. Where was she from? Like state? Was she from the same island that coon got killed from? Who got shot in the house by the police? I forgot what that crazy. She was a Caribbean coon, no doubt. It's about life and love and walking up the stairs and then eating all kind of fucked up vegetables and I talking about the stars and the stripes. What the fuck is this crackpot broad talking about?
Her name was Amanda Gorman. Her name was Amanda Gorman, and
where was she from, Mike?
She's an American, but let me see where she was.
She's born in America, but her family's like from the Caribbean. She's a Caribbean coon.
She's 23 years old. They say she was born in 1998 in California. So that is where they say she was born in California.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's not from California, but she's like a first generation American. Her family's from the island somewhere.
Let me confirm.
Say where's her heritage from? Say where's her heritage or ancestry from?
Yeah, let me see. What's her ancestry? Let me see Harvard, alma mater Harvard. She did attend Harvard, but I'm trying to see where she is. Is Amanda Gorman?
Yeah, always Caribbean coons always attend Howard. Howard's the main bootleg coon school of choice.
Harvard, where Obama did go to Harvard. Yeah, Harvard.
Oh, did she go to Harvard? Okay, they said Howard. Okay, she went to Harvard. Okay. Don't worry about it. If you can't find her, Liz, don't worry about it.
I can find it, but I'm sure in the next couple of years you'll also be finding her somewhere else, putting on black people and talking also.
She'll be screaming in the middle of the Capitol, "You niggas are lazy."
she might. That will also be on our to-do list on the next inauguration.
She'll be singing, like she'll be screaming at the Capitol. You niggas are lazy. Hey, wasn't that the girl with that poem? Wasn't that the girl with that uplifting poem talking about lift every voice and love America? And she said, "Oh, you niggas are lazy."
That is on our to-do list. But nonetheless, our family has wound up in some developments coming from Haiti, and they're saying that there was some of the individuals are involved. They were Americans. And that is from the assassination. They have said that some of the individuals who are involved in that particular one are Americans. Others also did have different nationalities, but still yet there is not really getting down to the bottom of this matter.
Make sure you answer the phone. I gotta make sure I send you something, because I gotta get what a phone. All right, if you answer the phone tomorrow, I need to go out. I need to go. I'm gonna send it tonight. I need to go out and get it and get one.
We will set that up as well. But I was saying that
it won't be the ones you want though. Crazy ass. Better take your pay and say that shit.
Okay. We'll do it behind the scene. But as we wind up, there has been. I think sometimes we talked about the rings on. Is it the rings on Saturn? The rings that do get to appear on Saturn.
Yeah, so the rings of Saturn. Rings of Saturn affect the vibration rate of the planet, and it's some wicked ass shit.
And also there are others that are.
Go ahead, Mike. What?
Well, there are others also surrounding Jupiter. So they're saying the mystery of Jupiter's northern lights has been solved after 40 years, according to the scientists. Because even around there's a magnetic field also around this particular one, and as you can see from this small illustration, it has its own rings as well. So the aurora, but the Aries or the northern lights are the Earth's greatest light show, dazzling those lucky enough to see them in the northernmost parts of our planet. It is a phenomenon shared by other planets in our solar system, including the largest Jupiter, which is bathed in a spectacular color at its poles. Characterized by massive pulsating X-ray flares. Jupiter's northern lights were first discovered 40 years ago. Astronomers have long sought to explain the mechanism behind those auroras. NASA has called them a powerful mystery. They are imaginary.
Let me ask you a question, Spike. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? They are an imaginary. Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, go ahead.
I do hear
you.
Go
ahead. You wonder what? Go ahead.
They are an imaginary.
Wondering what?
Unimaginably more powerful than Earth's and are more complex. Jupiter's northern lights have these bright flares, and these flares can be up to terawatts of power that would power all of civilization, according to according to William Madan, a research fellow at the University College of London, Mullard's Space Science Laboratory. And they're saying he was part of an international team of scientists who say they have solved the 40-year-old mystery by combining observations of data from NASA's Juno spacecraft, which was launched in 2016, and the European Space Agency X-ray telescope. The researchers found that the pulsating X-ray auroras are caused by fluctuations of Jupiter's magnetic field. So the fluctuations of the Jupiter's magnetic field have been said to have caused these the electromagnetic waves, the rings, that surround it. Probably the reason it has remained a mystery for 40 years is because we hadn't had these opportunity. We have not had this beautiful and amazing spacecraft in Juno, and also an X-ray telescope orbiting the Earth. Dan did say, according to these research, which was published in the journal Science Advances on Friday. And that was one of the images created with the data from Juno ultraviolet imaging spectrometer marking the path of Juno's reading. I'll just touch on this because we have also talked about the rings around Saturn, and also these ones on Jupiter also seem to be real quite something as well, and they are caused by the fluctuations of Jupiter's magnetic field. We also do have the Earth's magnetic field, and we do know about the rings, and as the Saturn's ones are said to have also seem to have been bigger.
Question, Spike. I never thought when I was there. How do people get ice in Kenya? If people need ice, how do they get ice in Kenya?
Just the freezers and the coolers, you just use the machines.
Okay.
Yeah.
They buy ice?
People really, yes, there are some places that they do sell the ice, but these are in big malls. But we also do have people who just decide to freeze the water and use the freezers as well to get the ice.
Okay.
Yeah, and the coolers.
Chelsea, can I bring that business to Kenya too about selling ice, like bags of ice?
That would also be a good one, especially when it's during these when it's not really cold. During January is around those particular times of the year. And also water, we have been seeing sometimes the people get in the business of our packaged water purified, what do we call it, bottled water for drinking. That is also another one that has also been getting interest. But nonetheless, family,
but water, but there's a water shortage in Nairobi. How do we get our hands on the damn water?
So that would have to come from the outside, because people do get it sometimes from the outside of Nairobi, maybe places that
we'll figure it out when we do a farm. We gotta make sure we got a good water supply. If we can bring water and ice into the city and sell it, I think that's a good side hustle as well. Have a good place, people use ice.
Especially around town centers, that is where we would have a market for that. In the village, really, people do not really get to use a lot of ice a lot. But
that's what I'm saying around town, around Nairobi.
Yeah,
I'm thinking the outskirts of the city. We're like, I don't need no damn ice. It's about survival.
Yes, it's not really viable outside. But Shepa Simona, I don't know, you're laughing at the to-do list of that young lady who might be cheating on fellow black people. But nonetheless, I want to thank Zeno Mosquito as well for joining us on the show, Sister Nish Penda. Of course, our other channel was taken down yesterday. I think it might be back in 2 weeks, but then again, they are doing these.
The channel taken down, but what we're going to do is we're going to move everything to a new other channel, because we're not going to touch those, because I don't want the whole channels to go down. I have to be reshuffling damn email addresses. So we're going to let they both got 2 strikes, so we're not going to be on those channels for the next couple of months till the strikes come off to 1 strike. So we're just going to rename one channel, put that one up. We're going to do a lot of stuff on the radio, because I'm going to have them finally build the live stream chat room this weekend, so we can do live stream just on the network. You're going to start coming to the network, and then put a lot of shit back up. I'm going to do a lot of videos on Patreon and BitChute. Fuck YouTube for the next couple of months, really. Except for these shows right here. You got to learn. I'm going to revamp the website so it'll be easier for everybody to get on. But that's where most of it they're going to be on the radio. And
they are
he said, go ahead, Mike.
No, I'm saying they are always messing up with the stream. And I agree with you. General Script, even if they ought to do them on IG, they will find ways of messing around with them on IG as well. So I don't think IG is the best option. We'll do them on some of the lives on the network. Because even if you go on,
what's an option?
General Mosquito was talking about Instagram, but now Instagram will also find ways of just messing.
Instagram is not an option. Instagram is fucking censored like hell. Yeah. So Instagram starts saying that Instagram's owned by fucking Facebook.
So
same shit over there. You're getting censored. Yeah, that's Facebook shit. You can't say that on no damn Instagram. There. Shit. Start talking on Instagram. That shit's all censored again. Like, oh man, damn that shit. I get tired of talking around. We didn't really say nothing yesterday. They said we were spamming because we didn't really talk about Joe Biden ass knocking door to door. That wasn't no spam. We said a few shit about it. We didn't bring nobody off false pretenses. But that's what they saying we did. Then this a spam video.
Even now, as you're doing the stream, I know they are listening, but they will continue doing that. We'll be up on the network as well. So, family, make sure to also check us out on our official WhatsApp group.
I'm gonna start setting back up on the network. Shit, I want to be able to talk and tell the truth about these motherfuckers doing what they doing. I'm tired of. If we know it's an agenda, that's why I built the shit for this reason. I knew they were gonna come after me anyway. Everybody else just speaks the truth. So, that's why I shout out to Trump. I think Trump is a no good, dirty racist. Shout out to anybody now putting a lawsuit against big tech. That's what Trump is doing. So I get that. Big tech has got to be made to heal. You're going against allowing these people to destroy our First Amendment right to free speech. But you can't talk about what the hell's going on because these people are pushing a fucking murderous agenda out here.
And you can't really say anything on it.
And not like nobody know what the fuck is going on. And these other fake B1 Negroes have not even mentioned it because they don't give a shit. It's I don't want to get these platforms and lose my little money from YouTube. Damn, if these niggas die, I'm going to say the same old dumb shit. How to get a high-priced man, high-priced woman, how about the white supremacists, and how Claiborne is doing this. Hey, yo, get the hell out of here. And you don't know what's happening in the fucking world when they try to make it, they try to mandatory lock black people down to get this shit. And you talking other asinine ass shit. You're an agent. Don't even mention the shit. Fuck out of here. That's not the most important thing going on the planet right now. Got places in perpetual lockdown. You talking about some dumbass shit about somebody getting shot on a bike in Chicago? What are you talking about?
But everything going on in the world, that will not stop the building of the back-breaking museum. And I don't know what's wrong with our people.
Fucking butt-breaking museum. I mean, museum family. Motherfuckers about to goddamn destroy the food supply. This goofy nigga talking about opening up a dumbass museum to nowhere. What are you talking about? This hobo-ass, con-man-ass nigga.
We do have a problem as a people, but we will rise and we shall do better.
And I want you to pay for it, but I'm always doing business, but I'm always begging for you to pay for my endeavors. But I say I'm doing business. What business? You always... what have you been...
Yeah. I think we lost your audio, Keith, because I can't hear you, or maybe it's the connectivity on my end. I think I lost your audio, but I want to thank everyone for joining us on the broadcast and being with us with the Blackbird Fire Network. For those that have supported the stream, we want to thank you so much, and we do hope that we shall also be letting you know with the other channels that we shall be using, and also the official website. Keith, can you hear me? I don't know if it's on my side, but thank you so much, General Mosquito and AA. I don't know who AA is, but Shepo Simono, Sisanish Penda, Jim Kondo. And everyone we have who was this? Let them hang down. Thank you so much, and everyone else. I think I also won't be down for, and everyone else that was able to join us on the stream for today. Tomorrow, I do hope that Keith will also be back with the live tomorrow, but he shall let us know also on the WhatsApp and also on the official website, which is www.blackhotfarnetwork.com. For now, I just want to wish you a happy and a productive weekend. I know that during the weekend it's really just some time to connect with the family and also kick back. But I want to thank everyone for joining us for today, and I want to wish you a happy and a productive weekend. Yesterday, as we were winding up, also Sister Sister Monique Hill let us know that she has lost one of her family, and we also send our condolences to the family of Sister Monique Hill. I do hope that they will stay uplifted and encouraged even with this time of bereavement. In California, she was with us yesterday on the stream. Today I haven't seen her on the stream. Maybe she wasn't able to locate us today. But yes, we want to share our condolences to the family of Sister Monique Hill. Once again, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend ahead. And I hope that you have an enjoyable and a remarkable one with some highlights.